real free G-Thugger, that's my brother.
Think she wanna put me cause I'm next up. Been chasing them hoes, got my check up.
Yo, this may be breaking news to some, may not. But there is about to be some new gun laws. Check them out.
Operation Clean Up the Streets and Extinct Criminality. Starting November 30th, all Glocks will be discontinued for Glock V models. The only 3 guns that will be left in the Glock category is Glock 43, Glock 43X, Glock 48X. Everything else is getting major updates and drastic changes. The reason being, the kids across America have been converting these handguns into fully automatic weapons. Look at the dude from O-Block. His name O-Block Switchy On. The nigga had a silencer and a switch on 2 Glock 19s. It was outrageous. Imagine coming out the grocery store and the little kid walk up to you with a sign, "Will you help me with my basketball team?" You, "Oh, I ain't got it today." He up a Glock 19 with a silencer and a switch. "Well, give me everything." Oh, shit, what the... Bravo to the government, man. When I tell y'all these kids have gotten out of hand, at first I used to ask where they getting these guns from. Then that turned into how they converting these guns into these fully automatic weapons. That shit been crazy. Mind-blowing to me. Mind-boggling. November 30th is the end of a great era. No more Glocks. They gonna only have Glock V models. So if you got a Glock right now that ain't a 43, 43X, or a 48X, you might want to put that bit in the gun safe because it's gonna become novelty. You will no longer have access to those models.
And then...
Breaking, Trump announces full concealed carry facility. What does that mean? No matter what state you're in, if you got a concealed carry license, each state will have to honor it. Example, you get one in Texas or Florida and you go to California, they have to honor it. This is a huge win for us. Super excited about this. I can't wait for something like this to go into law. How do you guys feel about it? And also, the woman from FEMA who was just fired because she told all the workers, if you see a Trump sign in the front yard, don't help those people. There should be some legal action there, in my opinion. It shouldn't be just fired. You're fired. No, we have to set a standard when you work for a federal agency like that, that it's not acceptable to act this way. It may have been acceptable and you may have gotten away with it with the current administration, but you shouldn't be getting away with it at all. Period. With any.
And then...
Hey friends, good morning. Rick Ramsey from the Sheriff's Office. I want to talk to you about a recent case law change which will adversely impact all of us. The appellate court in Florida have overturned a case involving open carry, which means now the courts have ruled that it is a violation of the Second Amendment to restrict someone's ability to open carry a weapon in Florida. Meaning now that people presumably are now allowed to open carry in Florida. That could be a handgun on the side hip, on a thigh holster. It could be an AR-15 slung over their shoulder. It could be a shotgun over their shoulder with all kinds of extra magazines. So while some people support this and some people don't, but this is just a current state of affairs, that at some point in time you are likely to encounter somebody walking down the street in your neighborhood, maybe in a business, a restaurant, somewhere, which has some type of weapon. So there's not a whole lot the Sheriff's Office can do, because presumably now this is a constitutional right to have this weapon, and our ability to challenge that is like almost zero. So this is more of a, not a dispute or argument or pro or con, but more just to make sure you're aware. So if you see this, which you're likely to, you can know that this is a lawful event that's occurring, and the ability for anybody to interact, change, stop, at this point in time is not existent. I think the only next step would be, if someone wants to challenge this, is to challenge it to the Florida Supreme Court, which could or could not hear the case. I don't know, but an appellate court has overturned a lower court ruling again, now making it lawful to open carry in Florida. We saw this on the ballot in the past. This was a big push initiative by some to have this. So anyway, just wanted to brief you. Have a good day. Thank
And then
Trump said felons can now carry a firearm. It was, we could have it in the house, in our possession, as long as we was in the house defending our property. But now felons are being taken advantage of because the fact that we have a felon, we can't protect ourselves. Not everybody want to fight. Not everybody want to wrestle, throw rocks, kick, punch, none of that shit. They want to shoot. So he is going to give us that right back to be able to possess a firearm. We should be able to walk around with a firearm, and guess what? I'm happy about it. You know why? Because as a felon, your life is in danger every day. You walking around unsecured. Nobody is squabbling no more. If you ain't got a gun on your hip, you are done with. These new YNs, they out here shooting them up. They ain't taking no arguments, no nothing. And guess what? You caught lacking. People out here creating enemies on accident. Social media influencers. You got a good job. You making too much money. So you need to be able to protect yourself.